How to create an online course with 5 easy steps. Hey, what's up everybody? This is Srinath Vishwanath, and by the end of this video, this live session, you are going to discover the 5-step info hacking process to create your own course, to turn your knowledge into a profitable information business by turning your knowledge into a course, a webinar, a challenge, a workshop. Okay, so watch this video till the end to discover the 5 steps to create your own course. Okay, so my name is Srinath Vishwanath and welcome to this brand new live session. So guys, before sharing with you how to create a course, I just want you to there is a 5-step framework that I created after my 5 long years of my internet journey. In the last, guys, uh, there are like 5 steps that someone needs to go through to turn whatever the knowledge that you got here into a profitable information business, a profitable course, or it could be a webinar, it could be a workshop. Nowadays workshops are very famous, right? So there are like 5 steps that you need to go through to turn your knowledge into a profitable information business. Okay, so guys, I created this framework after like my 5 long years of journey. I started my internet journey by selling some physical products from drop shipping, print on demand, e-commerce, and then in the last lockdown, I got into this information business world, the course creation and everything. Okay, so you know what? In the last lockdown, everybody was stuck, right? So as usual, my business was also stuck. Our offline business was closed, and my online business, I was selling some physical products, right? So I was unable to ship out the products because of lockdown. So that was also stuck. And that point, I started to figure out some other ways, different ways to make money online because I cannot sell physical products, right? So at that point, I came to know about the people who are like making millions of dollars online, even in the period of lockdown, guys. Yes. And you know what? Who are these people? These are the people who were like selling courses, some kind of courses, webinars, challenges, workshop, some kind of information products. Okay, so these were the people who are like infopreneurs, okay, who are like selling courses. So after discovering that was my biggest epiphany, I felt like, oh my god, I should be getting into this business model. I should be having my own course, because when we have a course, we don't need to ship out that course, right? We don't need to provide some cash on delivery, especially in India, and we don't need to, wait our, we don't need to ship out the product, right? Our people will be paying the money upfront, and they will be accessing our course, our webinar, our challenges online itself, right? That's the beauty of information business, right? So that is when that was my aha moment, and that is when I started my journey, my research, because the problem was, I discovered that I should be going into information business. I should be having my own courses and everything, but I don't know how to create any kind of course at that point. Okay, so I was like thinking, one day I was like sitting in the you know in my bedroom, and I was like thinking, actually in the same place almost. Okay, like I was like searching how to create course and everything, and I came across a post called from Russell Brunson. uh, you know uh, I started to research people. That's when I started to research people like Russell Brunson, Ping Jun, and so many different people who are like making millions of dollars in the lockdown, guys. Okay, and that is when I found my mentor, Russell Brunson. Okay, and I started to get deeper with how to create information products, how to create webinars, how to create uh, workshops, how to create some seminars, and everything, how to create some courses and everything. That is when I started to get deeper, and I started my research. Okay, and you know what, that is when it's almost in the last lockdown, almost a year back, and that is when I started my research, and I kept on purchasing the course of the course after the course, the challenge, different things like videos challenge by Ping Jun, like ABC method, one funnel challenge, and so many different things, so that I can master these skills. Because to be successful infopreneur, to be able to create our course and to be able to sell it, we should be growing our skills, right? We should be improving ourselves, right? And that is when I started, that is the reason I started to invest money, and I started to invest money in practicality to check whatever that I'm learning. I use it to practically test it whether it works or not. Okay, and I spent like nearly 5 to 6 months of my life, actually, 5 years into the online business world, and but like 5 to 6 months into the field of information business, in researching how to create course. which sells actually. Okay, course creation is today, it's almost very easy, right? We got the mobiles, and we can simply record whatever we want in our video, in our mobile, and we can create our own video course, video training, right? But that's not the point. We should be able to create a course which actually sells like crazy, right? So for that purpose, I started my research and I invested a lot of money actually. And that is when, after like 6 months, I can say that I felt like, oh, I just discovered so many secrets because of my mentor Russell Brunson and so many different experts. And then I felt like, oh, I got very good knowledge about information business, about how to turn our knowledge into some kind of course, webinar, challenge, workshop, whatever that info product, and how to sell it and everything. Then I felt like I got this calling inside me, like I should be sharing this knowledge with everyone. I really felt like I should be sharing this knowledge. It should not be ended with me. Okay, I want to share this knowledge to everyone, because a lot of people in India, more specifically, are like struggling because of, some people lost their jobs in lockdown, some people just you know close, businesses was closed, right? And the people who are like selling some physical products online was also stuck because unable to ship out the products because of lockdown, right? So I got this calling, this feeling inside me that, oh, I should be sharing all of this knowledge with everyone. So that is when I started my infopreneurship journey, and that is when I started this info hacking and everything. Okay, so info hacking is something which I call today the process of turning our knowledge into some kind of course, webinar, challenge, some kind of profitable information business. Okay, so that is when I followed this 5-step framework. I created this 5-step framework. Actually, I created this framework for me. I followed these 5 steps, and that is when I was able to turn my knowledge into some kind of course, webinar, challenge, even some kind of videos and everything. And I felt like, oh, I can share this framework, these 5 steps that I followed, right? So that is how I created this framework, 5-step framework, which I'm going to share with you in a second. And there is a long time and money invested behind this framework, guys. Okay, so make sure you understand this very well. Okay, so let's dive into my PC screen and let me show you the actual framework. Okay, so guys, I hope you can see the PC screen, right? Okay, so this is the 5-step this is the info hacking framework, guys. Okay, 5-step info hacking framework for turning our knowledge, here you can see, for turning our knowledge into a profitable information business online. Okay, now what is meant by information business? Information business is nothing but some kind of course, webinar, challenge, workshop, all of this comes under information business. Okay, a course is also comes under information business. Okay, so these are the 5-step process. This is the 5-step process that we need to go through to create our own course. Okay, so step number 1 is going to be to find our voice, guys. I hope you can look at this. Let me close my cam for a while. This is fine. So first step is, guys, to find our voice or message. Okay, now what is meant by finding our voice or message? It is going to be our knowledge, our expertise. It can be our skill, it can be our passion, it can be our mess, it can be our experience. Okay, so we should be finding what we are good at. What is the knowledge that we got? What is the expertise we got? What is the skill we got? Okay, we can select anyone, either knowledge, either skill, either expertise. Okay, so step 1 is to find our voice, and then comes step number 2 is to create our framework, guys. Okay, now framework is nothing but like a step-by-step way to achieve a specific result. Okay, so guys, the framework is nothing but a step-by-step process to achieve a specific result. A framework can be like anywhere between like 2 steps, 3 steps, 5 steps, 10 steps, 7 steps. That's completely up to us. But this is the logical progression, and this is the logical actionable steps that someone needs to take to create a framework. If you are looking at this 5-step info hacking framework, right? So this is also a framework, right? I'm laying down the actionable steps that you can go through to create your own course, right? So that is the reason this is a framework. So we should be creating our own course framework just like this to achieve a specific result. Now the result of this particular framework is to create our own course, right? In the same way, you should be selecting one result from your knowledge, from your skill, from your passion, from your mess, whatever that may be, from your experience, and you should be creating something like this, the framework, the step-by-step framework, the 5-step, 3-step, 7-step. That's up to you. Okay, so that is going to be step number 2, to create a framework. Now guys, when we created framework, then comes step number 3, which is going to be to monetize our framework. Now there are like many ways to monetize our framework. Here you can see, I hope you can see, here comes the courses, the webinar, the challenge, and the workshop part. Okay, here we are going to actually Guys, here in the step number 3, we are going to actually record videos and create content. Okay, now how to create content? There are like 3 different types of content that we need to create. Okay, so let me again show you. First is going to be the front end messaging. Okay, messaging is nothing but structuring our message, structuring our knowledge, structuring our message, structuring our voice, structuring our skills into 3 different things. Okay, front end messaging, main messaging, and back end messaging. Okay, let's dive in. So front end messaging is going to be our story, guys. Okay, just like me, if you remember, I just shared the story behind this particular framework. That framework I created, right? In the beginning of video, I shared my story about how I created this framework, right? The same way, that is going to be the front end message. We should be info hacking ourselves. Now here comes the info hacking word. We should be hacking our knowledge. Okay, we should be hacking our knowledge. Guys, our mind has like got like crude sense of knowledge. There are like 70,000 thoughts will be processing. Our mind will be processing like 70,000 thoughts per day. Okay, and if you feel like we got everything, all these steps and everything here, that's not gonna work. That is the reason we should be info hacking, and we should be creating this particular framework, guys. Okay, just like extracting petrol from crude oil, we should be extracting this framework from the crude sense of knowledge that we got here. We should be extracting out the step-by-step framework to achieve a specific result. Okay, this is called info hacking. We need to hack our own knowledge, our own skill, our own passion, our own mess, our own experiences. Okay, and then again, we should be info hacking and creating our front end message, which is going to be the story. We should be remembering our story, and we should be structuring our story. That is going to be front end message. Okay, which is going to increase the perceived value of our framework, guys. Okay, again, it's going to increase the perceived value. When we share the backstory, the struggles, the money we invested, the time we invested, and everything, it's going to increase the perceived value of our frameworks, guys, right? It's going to increase the perceived value. When we share the backstory behind how much money we invested, how much time we invested behind this framework, it's going to increase the perceived value of our framework. Okay, so that is what I did. Even then comes the main message, which is going to be to create some kind of course, webinar, challenge, or workshop. Now it's up to us. Decide yourself if you want to create a course, if you want to create a webinar, if you want to create a workshop. Everything is possible with that. Okay, so here in this video, we are going to specifically talk about course creation, right? So we should be recording a video now. Okay, we should be recording just like this video. We should be recording. Okay, just like I'm recording this type of video. This is live YouTube live video, right? So you should be recording your own video, in which is going to be the main. Again, you should be telling a story in one video, and again, your main message, which is going to be your framework, the framework that you created in step number 3. Let me show you. We have already created the framework here in the step number 2, right? So we are going to teach this framework in our main message, guys. Okay, in our course now. And then comes the backend message, which is going to be the tactics. Okay, this is the strategy part. Main message, backend message is going to be the tactics. Okay, so here, if you see, here is actually we are going to charge money. Yes, in the backend messaging. In the tactics, we are not going to charge money for story, for our front end message. We are not going to charge money for our main message, because you know what, guys, listen to this. Main message is all going to be we are going to explain our framework. Just like me, I'm explaining you this entire framework in this video, right? We are going to give that for free. Okay, yes, we are going to give the strategical part of our framework. Here I'm teaching you how to create your own course, right? But I'm not showing you how exactly you should do it. There is a difference between knowing what to do and how to do it, right? So we are going to only share the what to do version, the steps to achieve a specific result. Here I'm sharing you the steps to create your own course, right? Then comes, we are going to give it that for free. We are going to give the story for free. We are going to give the main message, strategy of our framework is going to for free. But then comes the backend message, which is going to be the tactics, in which we are going to directly show them how to achieve that specific result by sharing our PC screen, and we are directly going to create that in front of them. Let's say that you know how to create some e-commerce. Here I'm giving an example. Let's say that you know how to create some e-commerce website. Now you can share your story about how you learned about e-commerce website creation. You can create some 5-step or 7-step process to create e-commerce website, and you can tell people step number 1, step number 2. You can explain all the strategical part in a video, right? You are going to give that for free. Now the backend message is going to be the how to do version of our framework that we created in step number 2, which means we are directly going to share our PC screen, and we are going to create the entire e-commerce website in front of them, and we are going to create that record that entire PC screen, and we are going to sell that. This is going to be the back-end message, which is going to be the how to exactly implement that framework. Here I'm showing you the framework, right? This is my main message, guys. Okay, this is not the back-end message. I'm not sharing you here the tactics, right? The tactics is going to be the paid version, obviously. Okay, and when we do this, you're getting very good value with this, right? At least you're able to find out these steps, right? So this is how we can able to create value first, and then we can sell. In the ending, we can sell the tactics, the how to do version, in which we will be directly showing the people by executing, by implementing all of our steps in our framework in a, in a live environment, in a course, in a membership, in a course, in a webinar, in a workshop, in a challenge. Okay, so that is going to be the step number 3 to monetize our framework. Okay, then comes step number 4, which is going to be to build a funnel, guys. Now a funnel is nothing but a sales process, a landing page, okay, which is basically used to attract our potential customers first, and to generate leads first, and then to convert the leads into actual paying customers. Okay, a funnel is nothing but an online sales process, different types of pages that we will be using, and we are going to build a funnel, and we are going to take the steps. We have already created some videos in step number 3, right? So we are going to take those videos, those messaging parts, and we are going to integrate with our funnels. Okay, we are going to integrate that with our funnels. If we selected a course, then we should be having a membership funnel. If we selected webinar, then we should be building a webinar funnel. Okay, funnel is nothing but a place where we are going to host our course, our webinar, our workshops, guys. Okay, so that is going to be step number 4, right? Then comes step number 5, which is going to be, let me hide this. Oh, just a second. So step number 5, which is going to be here, you can see, just a minute. So step number 5 is going to be to launch and promote our funnels, guys. Yes, because we have already created funnels and we integrated. Right now we should be launching and promoting our funnels. There are like paid ways of driving traffic. We should be promoting, we should be getting people, we should be promoting our funnel, right? We should be promoting our course, we should be promoting our webinar, we should be promoting our workshop, whatever that we created, right? There are like free ways to promote, paid ways to promote. Okay, and there are like different ways. Here I just gave you a few things. Content creation, we can create content to, and we can have our own show, or else we can use video sales letters. Story selling is also a very good thing. Hook, story, offer, epiphany, bridge, script. Guys, here I want you to understand only one thing. There are like many ways to run, like we can use Facebook ads, Google ads, and everything, but the concept I want you to understand here is we should be practicing the scripts, the epiphany, bridge script, and also the who, what, why, how script. To be able to promote our course effectively, we should be creating some another video which we can use as ad on Facebook or YouTube, right, or else Google, right? We should be talking something in that video, right? So there is a script like who, what, why, how script, the epiphany bridge script, to which we can use as ad to grab the people, to get the people to buy our course. Okay, so again, this is like, these are like 5 steps, guys. Once again, just you can take a screenshot if you want. Oh my god, what happened? Just a minute, I think it's getting stuck. Can you look at the PC screen, guys? Let me know. Oh my god, it's just stuck, guys. Hello. Yes, yeah, we are back. So again, once again, you can take the screenshots if you want. Okay, you can take the screenshot or whatever. You can save this. Okay, I'm just grabbing all of these things from here so that it becomes very clear for you. You can save this image and you can use it. Just a minute. Here it's the 5-step info hacking framework to turn our knowledge into profitable information business. Okay, so this is the 5-step framework, guys. Okay, so this is the 5-step framework. Again, I just shared you the what to do version of my framework, right? But if you want to get deeper with this framework, if you want to implement this framework, and if you want to create your own online course, then you should be joining my private InfoHackers group, guys. Yes, I'm just creating private InfoHackers group community of the people who will be turning their knowledge into a course, a webinar, a challenge, a workshop, in a private Facebook group. Okay, I'm building this community. You can join this free community to gain the free access to the info hacking modules. Okay, here I just explained all of this in just 20 minutes, all of these 5 steps, right? But I just created like one module per one step inside this framework. This 5-step framework has got like 5 different modules, 5 different video trainings. Okay, so if you are interested in getting deeper with this framework, then you should be definitely checking out this info hacking community. Again, link will be in the description of this video. You can check and you can join me there in the private InfoHackers community. Okay, so these are the 5 steps that by following which anybody can literally info hack and turn their knowledge into a course, a webinar, a challenge, a workshop. Okay, so this is like a basic version, guys. I haven't got deeper with all of these steps, but inside the InfoHackers community, we will be getting deeper into each of these 5 steps. Okay, so once again, check the links in the description of this video. See you inside the InfoHackers community. And if you got any value in this video, make sure to hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this, because there are like a ton of videos planned for you every day. Every day I will be going live on this YouTube channel. Okay, so make sure you subscribe that button so that you will get a notification whenever I go live. Okay, so with that said, see you inside my InfoHackers community, and bye.